deserving isn't even a thing, okay? Like, people get things and receive things all the time without deserving them. So if we can take that completely off the table, you are worthy. You can have all of the things that you want, all of the things that you desire, because you simply decided that you can have it.
You're listening to the From Imposter to Empowered podcast. I'm your host, Jill Perrick, a business and mindset coach who specializes in imposter syndrome. If you feel like you're not as smart, capable, or worthy as you actually are, and that someone is going to find you out, then you've come to the right place. I went from being a struggling government worker, working my coaching business on the side, but feeling unworthy and burnt out, to making multiple six figures helping women overcome imposter syndrome so they too can sign clients, make bank, and have the business or career of their dreams. I am nothing special. I have a stuttering disability, ADHD, and I struggle with anxiety and depression. So if I can learn how to feel good enough and overcome my inner imposter, then so can you. Let's dig in.
Hi friends, how are we? If I'm being fully transparent with you, I am actually just plucking my eyebrows before I get on to a hot seat coaching call for The Real Deal. Now, if you don't know what The Real Deal is, this is my signature group coaching program where you get personalized mentorship. We talk about content, we talk about sales, we talk about the mindset, the subconscious beliefs. If you are looking for a container where we don't just talk about the strategy, but we also talk about the mindset, the imposter syndrome, the self-doubt, the things that are actually holding you back, because in terms of like what to do, that is not always the thing that you need to hear. What you need to hear is that you can fucking do it, that you should believe in yourself, that there's no reason to feel like an imposter or not good enough, because there is so much out there for you. So when you are looking for a container like that, and when you are listening to all the podcasts, you're watching all my posts, you're looking at all my Instagram stories, then I'm going to tell you, this is the fucking room for you. And this is very personalized support. And I honestly should be charging a fuck ton more than I actually do for this container. But I need you to be in there. If you are looking to overcome imposter syndrome, skyrocket past self-doubt, and really sign those high ticket clients, bring in those higher cash months, this is the container for you, 1,000%. If you are looking for even more personalized support, just a one-to-one capacity, just you and me, I absolutely have one-to-one coaching and Telegram coaching packages. So hit me up on Instagram and we can talk about it. Send me a DM at your coach Jill and we can discuss which container is the fucking best fit for you. Okay, I haven't plucked my eyebrows in so long. How come the bathroom mirror shows you nothing? Like, I'm like, okay, yeah, looks great. Actually, I have caterpillars on my fucking eyes. Okay, so before I get on my hot seat coaching call for The Real Deal, I wanted to talk to you about the fact that you are carrying around things that are so heavy that have nothing to do with what you can accomplish. I was coaching a client who is a one-to-one client, and we were talking about her debt. And we were talking about how she carries around this shame and this guilt around her debt. And what I always try to communicate to my clients that feel so heavy in this is that it feels like a rock that you're carrying around in your pocket that nobody can fucking see. I remember when I was really starting to scale and I had a lot of shit come up and I didn't realize that it was the debt that I had paid off or the debt that I hadn't paid off when it came to the business. So I started thinking about all of the things that I could have accomplished and that I could have done, you know, if I didn't have this debt that I had to pay off or debt that I had already spent on coaching, whatever it was, right? And I was so fucking stuck on it that it really took me a long time to scale because I was so stuck on the fact that debt meant something about me and that I was a bad coach, I was a bad business owner, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just held a lot of shame around the debt that I carried. And even if for you it's not debt, even if it's your past, even if it's experiences that you've had that feels like you are just carrying around guilt and shame about it. Also, if you're neurodivergent, it's actually very common to just constantly have this feeling of I'm wrong, I'm bad, like I'm not doing things the correct way, right? So if you are neurodivergent, if you have a sprinkle of autism, if you have ADHD, if you have anything that you have like a different functioning kind of brain, then it is very common for you to just take things that are very normal and that you have experienced and done and think like, this means something about me as a person. And like, I would go into my fucking therapy calls and I would be like, am I a narcissist? Am I like a bad person? Like, I would look for confirmation from external points of validation to tell me like, no, you're good. You're a good person. You don't need to carry around this guilt or this shame, right? Because when we carry around this guilt and shame, we tell ourselves that we don't deserve good things. We don't deserve joy. We don't deserve to feel grateful. We don't deserve to create the fucking life of our dreams through our business. And that couldn't be farther from the truth, first of all. But second of all, that is the frequency that you need to tap into to create things inside of your business, is to be joyful, is to be grateful, is to see yourself as fucking worthy and deserving. You're not going to go as hard. You're not going to accomplish half the shit that you are capable of accomplishing if you don't think you're worthy and deserving of it. Because then why would your subconscious work towards those things? Because it's actually low-key telling you in the back of your subconscious mind, but you don't deserve that. So why would I help you create it? A long time ago, I was also coaching a one-to-one client, and she was talking about how her business had acquired a certain amount, okay? It wasn't 6 figures, but it was in the like multi-5-figure amount the year before we started coaching together. And she told me this and she almost had like shame about it, that like, you know, we didn't hit 6 figures and blah, blah, blah. She was making everything mean something about this fucking number on a screen. And that's what I told her, is I was like, okay, if we really think about it neutrally, those are just numbers on a screen. And you are attributing all the meaning to those numbers on the screen. You are deciding to make it mean that it's not good enough. You are deciding to make it mean that you did X, Y, Z. It is all simple reframing. And I know that that sounds so simple and basic, but your fucking attitude and how you see things is going to completely change your perspective and change your life. Right? So I could see the debt that I've spent on coaches and things that I've done in the past and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Right? Instead, I could be like, okay, I literally was able to grow to multiple 6 figures because of that, even though I made this mistake when I invested, or I didn't use this, or I didn't do that. If I think about the years where, you know, in like 2019, I only hit, I think, about 12K, right? So I only made $12,000, but like that was my second year in business and I made $12,000. And then I had a quantum leap in 2020 and I like 10 times, 20 times my income, right? And again, it's all how you are framing it. It's all your perspective and how you are looking at the numbers, looking at the results, and making it mean something about you. And here's the thing. When you do not feel worthy, when you do not feel deserving, you are going to take everything that's crappy and you're going to be like, well, it's because I'm not worthy. It's because I am not deserving. And you're going to take things that are good and you're going to reframe them into, but this is a fluke. this isn't happening for me. This wasn't supposed to happen for me. This isn't going to happen again. Blah, blah, fucking blah. And that is such bullshit. You are your own worst enemy. And I mean that with my full chest. Whenever a new client comes to me and they come to me with all these thoughts and all these beliefs, and low key, sometimes people really do think that it's external things that are going to get them success, but no, it's you fucking deciding that you are worthy of everything that you want and that you are deserving, and that like deserving isn't even a thing, okay? Like people get things and receive things all the time without deserving them. So if we can take that completely off the table, you are worthy. You can have all of the things that you want, all of the things that you desire, because you simply decided that you can have it. Let go of the shame, let go of the guilt. These are things that only you can feel. So if you can reframe that and think to yourself, okay, this is a useless emotion that I'm feeling. Guilt is about regret, and we can't go back in time, okay? Shame, useless emotion, because all it does is punch you down. All it does is make you feel like shit. And then we can't do the things that we need to do. We can't get up, we can't sell, we can't do all of the things that are gonna help us feel fucking proud of ourselves. If you're run down with shame, it's going to be so hard to show up and sell your offer. If you're run down with shame, it's going to be so hard for you to charge adequately for your services and tell somebody, hey, would you like to work with me? Right? It all connects, and you have to see how important your energy is and how important it is for you to see yourself as fucking worthy and deserving of everything that you want, and how that is going to positively impact your life. I remember, okay, as I wrap this up, I remember getting coached, and I was doing this like thought work stuff. And for the longest time, I didn't believe in thought work. I believed in subconscious work, blah, 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 blah. But I still had a lot of like negative thoughts every single day. And the coach that I was working with at the time, she was like, you have to realize that your thoughts are harming you. And even though that was something that she had said to me a million times before, it finally clicked, because I was like, oh fuck, she's right. Every thought that I have about my worth, about how I'm not good enough, about how this isn't working, all of these thoughts are things that are informing the actions that I take. They are things that are changing how I show up, because I'm showing up in this kind of half-ass, people aren't going to sign anyways energy. And I was like, fuck, I really am my own worst enemy. I am my mountain holding myself back because of the way that I'm speaking to myself. And a lot of that came from the shame that I felt around feeling wrong, around not feeling good enough. So I did the work, so I default don't have those thoughts anymore. So I don't carry around shame for who I am or the things that I've done or the debt that I have or any of that kind of shit. These are all things that you're choosing to carry around because of the meaning that you are giving them, and you can let them the fuck go. You can let them go, and you can decide that your capabilities and your potential and how you can help people is way more important than a number on a fucking screen, is way more important than the experiences that have happened in your past that you're not proud of, because you can't go back in time. All you can do is change the future, but you are currently acting from your current or past self. And that's not the vibe. We want to act like our future self. We want to step into that next level identity. And when you think about her and you think, okay, she is happy, she is joyful, she has everything she fucking wants. And do you think she's carrying around shame and guilt? No. Then why the fuck are you still allowing yourself to do that every single day? And this is the real shit. This is the real work that I do with my clients, either in my Iconic Intensive or one-to-one coaching or the Real Deal group coaching program. So when you are ready to let go of all the shit that's holding you fucking back, that is self-sabotaging you, so you can blow up your fucking business, sign high-ticket clients, make higher cash months, you know where to fucking find me. Okay, you guys? Love you so much, and I'll see you next week.